Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is as always good to see you today. I am still way behind. I'm going to try to get a lot done today. Just a quick little update on me since I don't have any of my own personal content uploaded yet. I am going to be out of town in Memphis for 2.5 weeks, starting on Wednesday. So, it's for work, of course, so I don't know how busy I am going to be at that time, so I do not know how my content upload will be between now really, after this video and the end of the month. I am trying to catch up on Amberlynn's videos, so we do have right now finally talking about Shrimpgate. Yeah, so I wasn't watching Amberlynn during Shrimpgate, and so I went back and watched it, and then watched her apology afterwards, because I didn't know what she was going to do in this video. Is she just going to talk about it? Is she going to react to it? Is she going to just, I don't know, react to other people reacting to it? So I went back and watched it, and yeah, interesting time in Amberlynn's videos. And while I was watching it, I had to keep reminding myself that this video was recorded and uploaded 4 years ago, because she's still saying the same shit. Still saying the exact same stuff. Yeah, it could have been uploaded yesterday instead of 4 years ago with the things that she says. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see what Amberlynn has to say about Shrimpgate 4 years later.
Hey guys, so we're going to talk about Shrimpgate. Yes, we are.
Let's do it.
If you guys don't know about this era in my life, this was about 40.
So we are getting an Amberlynn inception. Amberlynn reacting to Amberlynn on her laptop.
5 years ago, and I lost in only a couple of days about 12,000 subscribers. And here's why. I have not watched this video since I uploaded it. I don't remember what I said in it. Nothing.
You said the same stuff you always say. I mean, it hasn't changed.
So we're going to watch it together and see why 12,000 or more people decide to unsubscribe from me within just a few days. That's it. Hey guys. Okay, so we have another.
Well, she has gained about 4,000 or 5,000 in the last couple of months. Just in this year, she's gained 4,000 or 5,000 subscribers.
Mukbang. We are going to eat shrimp with cocktail sauce. I don't know what that is. Me going, that was weird. I will say that a lot of people still to this day talk about how I ate a whole thing of cocktail shrimp. So let's see how many I actually eat.
Now, on camera, she only ate about halfway around that ring, and it isn't a full ring even. So on camera, she only ate maybe a third of it, it looked like.
Yes. Okay, so I'm really excited. Here we go. I haven't had this.
Also, she says in this that she really likes shrimp. Doesn't she say more recently in videos that she's hit or miss on shrimp because of the texture of it?
It's been a hot minute. It's good. I have it muted. I remember I muted some parts because I was living with roommates and there was some things being said that I didn't want you guys to hear. I don't think they realized that my camera could pick up what they were saying, so I just muted it. Okay. Because it was personal. So we're just gonna add the tails over there. So just because
Mouth sounds.
I usually watch all of everything on YouTube on ×2 speed. So we're gonna watch it at 1.5. Hopefully that's not too fast.
For Amber, 1.5 is not too fast. I have her video currently at 1.25 speed, so that's gonna make her playback even quicker.
You
But we'll
guys,
deal.
it's actually really good, nice and cold. I talk really slow, so.
Yes, you do.
Yum. So we have water. Isn't this a cool bottle? This is the Kroger brand, I think. Yeah. And they're plastic. I would go through phases in the past where I thought drinking a gallon of water was good for you.
It is good for you. I mean, you need to have water to stay hydrated. I need to drink more water. My goal currently is 32 ounces per day. But yeah, it is good for you to drink water to stay hydrated. I mean, there is such a thing as too much water, but most of us aren't ever going to reach that. Yeah, I was just thinking about her talking speed. I cannot watch her videos at regular speed. It's just way too slow. Her speech is way too slow. But because now she's at 1.25 speed, it's a normal talking speed. It sounds like.
Say for some people, but all bodies are different. Don't force yourself to drink a gallon of water.
I do edit out some of my eating, comma, silence, comma, etc., and this to keep it to the point. Okay. Good.
The sauce is so good. This is awkward. So the topic for today is mukbangs and weight loss. This is like
mukbang.
Such a big thing because Obese the Beast in another video kind of talking about mukbangs, like obese people doing mukbangs and like mixing weight loss with mukbangs. So I personally messaged him because we have talked in private before, like because he made 2 videos about me and then a video about mukbangs. Before the mukbang video, right. I messaged him. This was before the mukbang video, so before he started talking about mukbangs, I messaged him and just been like, I just asked him like, why couldn't you tell me like in a message that everything you said in the video, why couldn't you tell me? So I remember this moment. I was definitely confused.
Do you?
Because me and him had, talked in private before. He wanted to help me.
Right. Obese the Beast had reached out to her to try to help her, lose weight and to give her advice.
Just a little bit with like weight loss, give me some advice and stuff. And then he made a whole video kind of like expressing his feelings or concerns. And I just thought it was weird since, we have been talking.
Because he's a YouTuber. He needs content. Amberlynn's good content for people, usually.
Private, why he didn't voice those to me privately. Instead, like he made a whole public video about it. So I found that at the time to be a wee bit frustrating, but it's like now I get it. It's the YouTube game making.
Ooh. Let's see if I pop up in here. I don't think I will. Let me put that at regular speed. I didn't see myself
about me yet. Does get quite a few views, so I get it now. He answered, obviously.
Nope.
And then he explained that like mukbangs shouldn't be done by people on a weight loss journey. So I want to say my opinion on this now. That I really firmly think that you can still lose weight and do mukbangs, but I feel like there's a fine line between what type of food are you eating and how is it going with like your mental, like is it mentally doing you good? Is it doing you bad? Like what is it doing for you? What purpose is it serving you? But I do believe like if we're just like black and white, yes, you can do mukbangs or eat on camera and lose weight. You still have to be in a caloric deficiency, obviously, because that's how you lose weight. But if you're eating thousands of calories per mukbang and you're doing it like daily, then obviously you're not going to lose weight.
That is correct, but mukbangs are literally eating large amounts of food in one sitting, just because Amberlynn doesn't always do that. But yeah, you could do a mukbang of salad or like a veggie tray, and that's not going to be a whole lot of calories. But most people that do mukbangs are eating like fast food or just large amounts of food. And Amberlynn doesn't seem to understand the difference because she does say in this video, skinny people do mukbangs too. Those skinny people doing the mukbangs are eating a lot of food and they're doing a lot of work off camera to not gain the weight. They're exercising and they're probably eating fewer calories, way fewer calories when they're not recording a mukbang. Amberlynn is usually just eating a regular meal on camera. I will give her that. She isn't typically eating 3,000 calories on camera. But the connotations and her calling it a mukbang isn't good. If you're trying to lose weight and you're on a weight loss journey, eating thousands of calories on camera isn't a good thing. Now, she's not eating 1,000 calories on camera right now, but her mindset behind it and the whole, well, skinny mukbangers do this too. We're not talking about skinny mukbangers. We're not talking about them. They're putting in the work to not gain the weight. Amberlynn isn't. She's not doing exercises off camera. She's not really limiting the rest of her calorie intake for the rest of the day to try to negate what she just ate. And she'd been saying, like in videos previous to this, according to what she uploaded, she was uploading weight loss videos and trying to lose weight. And then her attitude in this video about it hasn't changed any in the last 4 years.
Things that the viewers see. That makes sense and all. But my whole thing is like, this is, first of all, this is my life. I'm an adult.
This.
I can choose what I want to do versus what I don't want to do. And like another big thing is like, just because you are seeing one meal out of the 15 I have in a week, how is that going to decipher everything? Do you get what I'm saying? And there are skinny mukbangers out there. They don't gain weight at all.
We're not talking, like I just said, we're not talking about skinny mukbangers. We're talking about you. In this video, you're damn near 600 pounds. And you're eating on camera. Now, I understand that she has said multiple times that eating on camera helps her slow down eating and eat at a slower pace and eat less. That's great. But her attitude, I think it's her attitude and the way that she goes about all this is what made people do a mass exodus. There have been mukbangers out there who have lost weight. It is a thing. It's not something that's crazy. It is a thing. To gain. Very hard though. Very, very hard for mukbangers to lose weight when they're doing this. They might maintain, but they're working hard off camera. Doing it, obviously, but it's also not that hard to lose weight while doing it. So, if it's not that hard, then why didn't you do it? I think here I was making excuses because I wanted to continue the mukbangs without backlash. But it's just like I was in a point in my life where, I mean, look at me, I was like at my heaviest and I still wanted to be able to create content that I knew people would click on, and that was mukbangs. I know you guys know, foodie booty, whatever. It's hard to pronounce. Don't know. Whatever. And she's kind of where I'm at right now, where it's just like, we're over. I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I have talked to her privately. And I do watch her videos. I love that. This video is pre-recorded. Let me put that on my video too. This video is pre-recorded. All content on YouTube is pre-recorded unless you're doing a live stream. Oh. We're kind of just over people only supporting us when we're doing what they want us to do. That's just not. She has said this recently again. She's saying the exact same things. She has not changed her mindset or attitude towards anything of this nature in the last 4 years. I would like to see her grow and develop as a person. And while sometimes it seems like she is and she's trying, I see things like this that tell me otherwise.
That is a true fact. That is a thing. Um,
No, it's not.
People like me more when I'm losing weight, when I'm active.
Well, yes, because people, it's not that they like you more, they're happier for you. They want to see you succeed. That should tell you that people want to see you succeed and do well at losing weight. People want you to be healthier and happier. That's what that should tell you. Not that you're doing what we want you to do. Most people couldn't give a shit. But it's when we see you self sabotaging and gaining 50 pounds whenever you've lost 100, gaining over half of that back, people get frustrated because it's like, oh, you were so close. You were doing so well. What happened?
Showing that I'm losing weight, which is a very weird concept in my opinion, because it's like whether I'm losing
Because you were doing weight loss content.
weight or I'm not losing weight, I'm still like the same person within. Like I still have the same heart and the same personality. And so it's like to like someone based on their weight or to dislike.
That's not why people like or dislike. You're getting it confused. You're getting people's personal feelings about you, like like who you are as a person versus what you're doing with the weight loss. A lot of people didn't like or don't like even currently, I would say in my opinion, your attitude towards other people, how you treat other people, how you have this constant victim complex, how nothing is your fault. It's always other people's fault. Other people made me do this. Well, you guys made me not like doing my hobby or what I like to do anymore. Then keep doing it. Screw what other people say. And when it comes to the weight loss, people want to see you succeed. Even people that don't care for you as a person and how you behave and treat others want to see you succeed at weight loss. And she's not seeing the difference in these two dichotomies of how people see her as a person because of how she's portrayed herself and how she behaves and reacts to things versus her weight loss journey.
Someone based on their weight or to dislike or like someone based on like how they eat or if they're on track, off track is weird. Because when you truly think about it, like it is one's life. Like this is my life. I get to choose what I want to do with it.
Absolutely. And people get to have their opinions and reactions to that because you're putting it on the internet. I'm putting mine on the internet. I'm way behind on it. And my weight loss is at a standstill. I'll tell you guys that right now. It's at a standstill at the moment. But it's totally my own fault. But Amberlynn never accepts responsibility.
Just like the next person can choose. Like, do they want to smoke cigarettes? We all know where that goes. I recently watched a TikTok actually. Cardiovascular doctors were asked the same question, and it was, as a heart doctor, what is one thing you would never do? And they all had the exact same answer.
What's one thing you would never do as a cardiologist?
I would never smoke, even if the packaging is appealing.
I would never smoke anything or do any stimulant drugs, methamphetamine or cocaine. Horrible for your heart.
I would never smoke, and I would not drink alcohol either. I would never smoke. That would be number one.
Smoke. It's the worst thing you can possibly do for yourself. It's awful. It is the cause of so many major problems in not only heart health, but general health.
I would say the number one no-no in terms of heart health is going to be smoking. And that really includes all forms of smoking. So we often think of smoking traditionally as cigarettes, but that does include vaping, which is now a lot more popular. And unfortunately, because a lot of these companies who pitch these products are so good at marketing and advertising, we sometimes forget that there might be some ills associated with that as well.
No one is deciding upon if they should support or like or dislike someone based on them smoking cigarettes.
People aren't sitting here smoking 2 packs of cigarettes on camera. I mean, some people do vape on camera while they're doing live streams, but I don't get her point on this. Apples and oranges.
Well, smoking cigarettes is actively killing somebody, just like, me being off track is also actively killing me. But it's like, why does cigarette smoking, just for the lack of a better example, get less heat than someone my size, eating some shrimp on camera? It's just, it all boils down to one thing, and we all know the answer.
All right. Before I read this, so yes, people shouldn't smoke, but they're not out. Most people aren't out there saying, well, people that don't smoke also get lung cancer. Which is true. There are other things that can cause lung cancer. But if somebody says, oh man, you shouldn't smoke, it's so bad for you, they're usually going to say, yeah, I know. But they're not going to quit. And, as long as you're not smoking around other people, fine. But they're also not on camera trying to document a journey of trying to quit smoking. If they were, they would probably get backlash. Now, when it comes to the weight loss, one of the differences being, you have to eat to survive. You don't have to smoke to survive. So even if you are on a weight loss journey, you can't just quit eating cold turkey. You still have to eat. And that's one of the problems that people face, is because I have to eat to live, but I need to find a way to eat to live that will also help me lose weight to have a longer life. So when you're putting a weight loss journey on the internet and then you film or show yourself eating thousands of calories, or you're doing a yo-yo diet where your weight's going up and down for 10 years, when you're 600 pounds, that's a problem. So we could probably more likely compare this to somebody that has lung cancer or has some other major medical issue caused by smoking, continuing to smoke. That person is going to get backlash. Amberlynn, at her highest, according to her, was 572 pounds, and then continuing to eat thousands and thousands of calories and not try to do better for herself. Those would be a better correlation, and both of those people would get backlash. So this says, I'm sorry, this is going to be a long video. So this video, or this comment says, smug. So smug that you wear a 6X. So smug that you can't fit in a shower. So smug that you can't walk. You keep being smug. You're obviously better than all of us. Amberlynn does come across as a little smug. And, whenever she did that whole little thing of saying that she's realized she's better than so many of us and we're all despectful pieces of shit, that was in her nail days when she was doing the fake nails. You can hear the chair slowly breaking under her while she tells us how easy it is to lose weight. The amount of unsubs on Social Blade fills my heart with as much joy as the amount of plaque in AL's arteries. That's kind of mean. Oh, girl, the binge is gonna be real tonight. Minus 5,000 and counting. That must be the subs. Let's be real. We all know she devoured the rest of that when she turned the camera off. And that's the thing. A lot of people think that she only shows part of what she eats on camera whenever she does these mukbangs. Yeah, she could say, I only ate half of this. I'm so full after eating just a third of it, or, a quarter of it, whatever. And then turns the camera off and then eats the rest of it. That's what a lot of people think. And people are going to think what they're going to think, whether it's right or wrong.
I feel like in this video, this person here and this person here, we probably still have the same beliefs. But I just feel like back then I had more I don't give a
You do have the same beliefs, and you haven't adjusted or changed your mindset or anything, how you feel about things.
fuck attitude, because I didn't care about my weight as much as I do now. I didn't care about what I was eating as much as I do now. So I feel like that's probably going to be a really...
You can still eat shrimp and seafood. It's actually apparently really good for you. It's one of the better proteins that you can have. I don't eat seafood or fish because I don't like it. But what am I hearing? Oh, I forgot. I have a frequency playing in my headphones because I have a headache today, and it's this frequency that I'm listening to actually helps relieve my headache, and it's actually pretty much gone. But I'm still listening to this frequency, and I forgot I was listening to it, and I just heard it in my headphone. Like, what is that? Anyway, yeah, back to Amberlynn. Sorry.
Big shift, but I feel like my opinion probably is still the same, but we'll see. So the calories and the nutrition is on the bottom of this. And she's doing exactly what I'm doing. Where if we film a mukbang, obviously it's very possible to stay under our allotted calories for the day. So this,
In the traditional sense of a mukbang, it really isn't. Just having a meal on camera is. Again, I've said this multiple times that I would consider many of the videos that Amberlynn has tagged as mukbangs not mukbangs because it doesn't really meet the strict definition. Now, if you watch Nikocado Avocado, yeah, that's a mukbang. And I think I even made a video about this previously. If I did, I'll put the card up or something where I talked about the mukbangs. It may have been within another reaction. So I don't know if I can find it. I have a couple hundred videos on Amberlynn. What's wrong with me? But yeah, it's just I think a lot of the backlash is her mindset and attitude and not what she was actually eating.
That's very true. Keep in mind, I'm still harassed to this day about me eating a whole shrimp cocktail. So yeah, let's still keep that in mind because you're going to see here that's not the truth. From what I remember, I do say how many calories I actually ate in this video, which is 90 calories per serving. And there's 4.5 servings in this whole thing. So 90 times 4.5, we can do the math later, but it's not that many calories. And that includes we could do the math later. Good old cocktail sauce. And that's even if I finish the whole thing. So it's like not that difficult. Like my sausage fest video.
So 90 calories for each serving and 4.5 servings in that thing. I mean, it's going to be nearly 500 calories, right? I'm sorry, my brain is not functioning. 90 times 4.5 is 405 calories.
Delicious. And that fit my calories. And I was able to stay under my calories. And the next day I was down about, I think it was like 2.6 pounds. So it's whatever, honestly. Like, people will. It's true. If you stay below your calories, you can film mukbangs. What I was delusional with at the time is I didn't have a healthy relationship with food. It wasn't going to end that easily. It wasn't.
You still don't.
That easy for me. Like, my relationship with food was so unhealthy. Again, it was just me making excuse after excuse after excuse.
Yeah, I mean, she's eating this, maybe half of this shrimp ring, but then she's going out to dinner and eating Cheesecake Factory's orange chicken. I mean, it's...
Continue to judge because they want something to judge you on. No matter what I do, no matter what Chantel does, we're going to get hate for it. Unless we're... I low-key kind of...
Chantal is not a good person.
That I am talking about Chantel in this video. I did not know that I was. As you guys know, me and Chantel had a falling out, and not just that, but there's things that she does that I find disgusting, and I don't like Chantel. I don't support her. I don't think that she should get as much harassment as she does. Like, once, the haters go in real life, I feel like people are just like taking it way too far. But just do know that my thoughts on Chantel in this are definitely different than they are now. So keep that in mind.
Well, that's some growth at least.
Exactly what you told us to do. But you aren't our moms. You aren't our bosses. You aren't our dads. You aren't our doctors. I just think the fact that people can hate on us so hardcore and judge us so hard over the food we put in our mouth is kind of crazy. It's a little obsessive. Like, I still agree with that. Like, I just feel like it's no one's business.
You're making it people's business by putting it online.
What someone else does to their body. There are so many things in this world that people do on a day-to-day basis that is actively killing them.
But we're not talking about those people, and those people aren't on YouTube. And I'm sure the people in their lives Do you care about them and have an opinion and express it to them?
Bringing up cigarettes, if you smoke, I'm sorry to offend you. It is something that kills so many people in the USA a year. I can't help but think of that and kind of compare the two, because food and cigarettes both kill people.
Exactly, as we've said, but food isn't going to kill you unless you massively overeat or you have an allergy. It's mm, mm.
Curious, because my brain is not working right now. 90 times 4.5 is 405 calories. All of it. So that whole thing of shrimp is only 405 calories, and that is including the cocktail sauce. It's a lot of food because it's voluminous, and that is what you kind of go after when you are in a calorie deficiency for weight loss. You want to eat very low calorie, healthy foods that are high in volume while low in calories or carbs, if you're counting carbs, whatever it may be. 405 calories, and it's actually really healthy, in my opinion. Vegans would probably disagree. Oh my God. Like, I guess still in my mind now, it's like, I understand to an extent why people were mad that I ate this on camera, but I also don't understand it at the same time, because if I was someone who was skinny eating this, no one would have batted an eye. Like, there are mukbangers out there who are skinny, who eat thousands of calories.
Right, but this guy does the work off camera to not weigh 500 pounds. You don't. Stop comparing yourself so much to other people. We're not talking about other people. We're talking about you. This guy isn't sitting there saying, I'm trying to lose weight, and then eating 2,000 calories. He doesn't weigh 500 pounds and eating 3,000 calories in one sitting. You can't compare yourself to skinny mukbangers because you aren't skinny. you aren't on a weight loss, or were at the time trying to lose weight, but you're titling videos mukbangs. Regardless of how much you ate on camera, people are going to think you're eating the rest of it off camera, and you just didn't want to show it.
In each video, and no one says a single thing. No one bats an eye. I think one of the craziest ones for me, I don't know her name, but she does like ASMR, like honey something. I don't know.
Oh God, that is so much marshmallow fluff. Oh. They have to be doing the work off camera. They have to be probably exercising their asses off, eating a major calorie deficit the rest of the days in order to not gain a bunch of weight from all the calories they're ingesting. They absolutely have to be. I mean, there's really no other way around it. I mean, look at Nikocado Avocado. He started out skinny, and then he started doing mukbangs, eating thousands of calories each day, and he ballooned up. He's quite big now because he wasn't putting in any work off camera to counteract all the calories he was eating.
She makes like these crazy desserts. She eats so much in one sitting and frequently uploads videos, and no one says a thing. And here I am. If I was to eat this whole shrimp, I would only be eating 405 calories. Again, let's see how many I do eat. I just don't want people to think of mukbangs and think of gaining weight. That's not what it is. Like, I'd still be eating shrimp whether I was filming the video or not. And like I've talked about before, I'm done like constantly talking about my weight on the channel, because
titling videos mukbangs for Amberlynn was a way to get views because she was big. Oh, watch this nearly 600-pound person do a mukbang. She could have just titled it Eat Dinner with Me, and people maybe wouldn't have had such a visceral reaction, just the title of it. But then again, seeing somebody her size eat on camera can be triggering to so many people. She could have just been like, hey, this is what I'm having for dinner. Went and ate her dinner, and then came back and filmed again afterwards, instead of sitting there eating it on camera. And again, I know she said eating on camera helped her eat slower because she was talking to the camera and helped her not feel alone, even though she lived with 3 other people.
More to me than that. And people don't realize that, I don't think. People just look at me as a number on the scale. And I'm tired of that. Like, I literally am just tired of it. And the best thing I can say is keep watching my channel. And, you know, I feel like it's not something I'll never talk about again. Like, well, obviously I will. Like, you will hear me talk about, you know, oh, I've lost pounds, or oh, I've lost pounds. This is how much I weigh now. Like, it's not something I'm never going to talk about again. But it's just like, it's no longer a main focus because that's not everything that I am. There's so much more to. I agree with that still. Like, I know I'm actively talking about, you know, my weight loss journey. And that's something I am going to continue talking about. But I'm more than that. And there has been so many times in my YouTube career, I've been on here for a decade, where I've wanted to stop talking about my weight. And I wanted to like be free of that discussion, because in the past, there has been times where talking about it, sharing my journey was highly triggering for me. And anytime I would mention that in a YouTube video that, you know, I'm kind of done sharing my weight loss journey, people would get upset. Like, very angry.
Because people want to see you succeed. We want to see your weight loss journey. But you have said multiple times, and you'll say in this video again, the Shrimpgate video, that you do better when you're not broadcasting it. So you could let people know, I'll give you regular updates once every 2 weeks or so. I'll just give you an update, but I'm not going to like daily or weekly or bi-weekly show what I'm doing every step of the way. But right now, with her attempt to get weight loss surgery, she's trying to document that as well. And that is something that people also want to see. People want to see how her journey to get weight loss surgery is going. So, man, my volume, I don't know how the volume level of my microphone is. I hope it's okay. I guess we'll see.
This has made me realize that maybe I just should not be sharing my weight loss journey whatsoever with YouTube. If that's all people are trying to look for is, oh my God, does Amberlynn have diabetes? I bet she does. I know she does. She should. Or, oh my God, I know Amberlynn is over 600 pounds. She's probably like 620. Oh, she's 640 now. Look at her face in this video. Oh, look at her body. Like, what? People are wanting me to be bigger. There are videos of people wanting me to be bigger. There are comments, there's messages. People want me to be bigger than what I really am, when I'm already.
They don't want you to be. They're just speculating that you're bigger than what you're telling us you are.
Too big, like literally. People want to know my weight in every video. People want me to step on the scale in every video. Like, that's all people want me to talk about. I think I'm just done with it. Like, I literally think I'm done with it for now. Like, it's weird because I'm more than that. And I have more to talk about than that. I have more to share than that. So I felt, you know, a lot of time.
Do ya? P.O. boxes? I'm trying to even think which even shows anymore. Answering comments, questions? I mean,
in the past where I was kind of just molding myself into a person that like people wanted to see. I felt like people wanted to see someone talk about their weight who was also doing mukbangs, because it was like a train wreck. It was a train wreck aspect to it all. And so that is what I kept doing because I knew that's what people wanted. And it's true. The views say it all.
woo, of course, that is 5 years ago, too. I mean, so it's had 5 years to gain, 5 years, 6 years to gain hundreds of thousands of views.
I haven't done a mukbang in almost a year. It's been almost a year. And I have been actively trying to get weight loss surgery and trying to better myself with my food. And my views are lower than ever because of that. The very thing.
I don't think that's why your views are lower. I think people just decided they're kind of over you and your attitude and, you know, hoping that you'll continue to grow as a person. But then videos like this kind of show that your attitude towards a lot of things haven't changed.
That would boost my views, which would boost the money in my fucking wallet, is if I return to this. Okay, good thing. Say that.
But you still show in many of your videos in the last 5-6 months, your thumbnails are you putting food into your face.
And that's what I'm used to. We're gonna just try it out.
God, that's a huge bite. Jesus.
And I'm not going to. No. Am I going to share my food with you guys? Sure. Will I take a few bites on camera? Sure. That ain't a mukbang. That ain't a
Sure.
mukbang. Oh my God. I took a few bites of my omelet in a recent video and someone's like, I didn't know this was going to be a mukbang. Where's the mukbang? That's not a mukbang.
Not a
In the
mukbang.
past, I just felt very like forced to talk about things that I didn't want to because I felt like that's all I had. And that's sad because there was more to me back then. And there's more to me now. I want to share more of my hobbies. I want to talk more about my past. I know a lot of people want to hear about my foster care experience. And I'm actually thinking about doing a foster care Q&A because I feel like that would be a lot easier for me to do because I have been wanting to do that for I don't know how long, but for some reason, even thinking about doing that, like just foster care, like there's a few things in my life that I like is so hard for me to talk about, and foster care is one of them. So that's why you guys like rarely hear me talk about all of that. Like, I don't know if I ever will, honestly. Experience would take hours and hours and hours, probably.
And that's her choice. If it was a painful part of her past she doesn't want to share, leave that to her therapy.
Take possibly several videos, and I'm just not really into that. It's hard to talk about. I just want to talk more about things I've went through, things I'm going through today. I want to, share more of my life, my girlfriend, my fur babies, friends, and, show you things like that. I don't want every video that I film for people to just be like, so about that weigh-in though. So if I just take it out completely, maybe people will be quiet about it, but who knows? Yeah. This is why I was losing so many subscribers, is because I was a bit smug and I said I didn't want to talk about my weight anymore. And then I felt almost like gaslit and like coerced into continuing that just to get those subscribers back, just so people would stop. Like it felt like bullying. It was like the craziest thing. Like Shrimpgate at the time, I didn't really discuss how I was feeling, but it put me in such a horrible headspace for so many people to actively like almost put up a strike against me. Like people were striking against.
She had a few videos showing what she ate, but this one seemed to be what triggered people. And I think it was because of her attitude in the video. Like she just said, she was kind of smug. But her behavior and telling people, you're not my mom, you're not my dad. It's like, well, you know what, fine.
It felt like, and it was hard. Like it was mentally the hardest thing ever. And when I noticed it happening, I shut down pretty bad, like in my personal life. And I didn't feel good. I didn't at all. And I immediately went back to what everyone wanted.
2 days later, I uploaded this. Before that, she uploaded a pretty not sincere apology about it, and she was more concerned about not looking good without a Snapchat filter.
Just talking, doing that punch.
Yep.
I'm just trying to keep it like simple for now, and then eventually add in some more arm situations and more body situations. Like I also want to do some walking and some walking in place, and with the weight loss.
Well, yeah, because you needed to be losing weight. You were over 500 fucking pounds. People want to see you succeed, and if you don't show us things, then we don't think you're doing it. People don't think about what you're doing off camera that you're not showing us. They only rely on what you're showing on camera. So basically, when it comes to showing your life on YouTube, if you don't show it, then to people watching you, it basically didn't happen.
With the weight loss journey, with the train wreck, when what I wanted to do was take out all of that and just share the happiness of my life and share more about.
But you weren't happy at that time, were you? Weren't you in one of your depressed states, or was that just 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I thought at this time in your life you were at your unhappiest.
My past. And I didn't get to do that because I felt so coerced into just being this train wreck. That's what I've been on YouTube.
People want to see you succeed. Yeah, the train wreck stories and videos get views, absolutely. But it also turns you into a villain sometimes, and that's what happened.
That's why I was an icon, as people call it. I'm not that no more.
Are ya? Because you're not the things that you're saying the exact same things. You agree with this past video 100% apparently. So how are you, the only thing that's changed is what you're doing, but your attitude towards things and people hasn't. The only thing that's changed apparently is that you're actively trying to lose weight to get weight loss surgery now. But your attitude hasn't. And I really wish it would. And I thought it had been changing. I thought you'd been growing as a person, and I would love to see you grow as a person. I mean, hopefully you're being more honest with people now, a little bit, but your attitude and the way you treat people hasn't changed as much.
And I think it's really hard for people to wrap their head around. It's scary. I could easily go back to this. But it's scary because, like, I have to every day wake up and choose me and choose health and choose bettering myself over money. And it's
But
hard.
Are you bettering yourself?
It is, especially when, like, people are constantly talking about, oh my God, your channel's dying. You're barely getting any views.
Oh, I did watch this video. I just can't get over the amount of views on this, 26,000. And that's it for Amber. I mean, this has to be an all-time low for her channel. I haven't seen views this low in a long time. You just would expect bigger numbers than that, right? But it seems as though interest in Amberlynn Reid has fallen off of a cliff lately.
It's because...
What was the date on that? Was that supposed to be November 27th or was that 27 now? I don't know what it said.
This Amberlynn doesn't exist anymore.
Because I'm actively choosing to improve and be better every single day.
Plus, sometimes I feel like me broadcasting it so much is what makes me fail. I feel like if I just work behind the scenes and work on my eating disorder and like my brain and my weight loss in private, then that'll help because there won't be so much pressure on me. But that's exactly what I wanted. I just wanted it off the camera. I had so much pressure, and I still to this day, I just didn't want to do it anymore. I can safely say that people actively freaked out about it. Losing around 12,000 subscribers in just a couple days because of this video. I mean, it shows everything and it says everything, honestly. Oh my God, my favorite YouTube channel right now. B Loves Life. Oh, I love her! I love her. I still love her. I wish I was a part of their family. Like, I watch them. I could be like literally on the verge of an absolute just like crying fit.
We might skip her talking about this video about her favorite YouTuber because it really isn't relevant. So we might skip this.
Cool. I'm gonna do it, y'all. I think that's gonna be it for me. This is my little trash. So I ate half of that. Again, the whole thing was 405. I ate like 200 calories. Barely had any of the cocktail sauce. And still to this day, I am harassed about this fucking shrimp cocktail. People...
That isn't the point. I mean, yeah, people probably thought you ate the rest of the thing off camera. Oh, that's a lovely screen for her to pause on. That's her doing it for once and not me.
I can't believe you ate that whole thing. Yeah, says the person who ate the whole thing of shrimp cocktail. The whole thing. Like the same with the rotisserie chicken. It's like if you finish the video or skip till the end, you would see I didn't eat the whole thing. The whole thing was in view, but I didn't eat it all. So in this mukbang, I ate 200 calories.
Mukbang.
That's it. And I lost 12,000 subscribers. Ate half.
It had more to do with the attitude of and your behavior in the video and not the actual shrimp itself. Yeah, people were like, oh my gosh, she's going to be eating a whole shrimp thing and then you didn't eat the whole thing. But it's the optics of it, really, I think.
More than half. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys still enjoyed this video. I know to a lot of people, like, seeing someone my size eat on camera doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's like, I'm gonna eat anyways. I'm not, like, sitting here eating 50,000 cheeseburgers, some shrimp. Like, I'm not saying I'm never gonna come on here and eat fast food or whatever, but, like, think of the other mukbang channels and, like, the really skinny people. Like, why is that okay?
Stop comparing yourself to other people and skinny mukbangers, because you aren't a skinny mukbanger. You aren't even a mukbanger, really.
You know, just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy, but I'm not hating on any because that's
not the point. Not the point.
Literally it. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. Just because you're skinny doesn't mean that that junk that you're eating isn't making you unhealthy, isn't giving you diabetes or high blood pressure, et cetera, et cetera. I'm definitely not health at every size because I don't consider being super morbidly obese healthy at all. So that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is it all boils down to one
Not the
thing.
point.
Like I keep saying,
So I'm big on fat shaming. Now, of course, this movement of fat acceptance is all across social media. And there is this woman who is, I guess, a fat representative. Her name is Samira Miller. She's got 1.5 million followers, by the way. So there is, yeah, definitely
Man, Candace Owens can just... No.
following for being openly fat. And
Candace.
Being openly fat? How the fuck can you be... What the...
If you're going to try to degrade me, at least say my name correctly. Samira. You know, I watched your whole 6-minute, 23-second violent discriminatory rampage toward me and other fat people. And all I have to say is, I feel sorry for you. But I mean, I feel sorry for anyone whose sense of self-worth is found in a relentless pursuit of proximity to whiteness. But Candace, this message is not for you. This message is for Congress. This message is for our federal lawmakers. Fat phobia is real. Discrimination based on weight is real. It should be illegal. It should be criminalized. And Candace Owens is just one example. But fat phobia, it permeates every single structure of our society. Healthcare, education, entertainment, just to name a few. And it also lies at the intersection of other identities that are already federally protected from hate and bias. So why aren't fat bodies protected? Well, it's because it will require you lawmakers to face your own fat phobia.
I think it's because your weight is something that can be changed. Things that are federally protected, like age, sex, gender, sexual orientation, or gender identity, those things are all things that you cannot control. You cannot change that about yourself. Do people discriminate against people based on their weight? Absolutely. Is fat phobia a thing? Absolutely. Is it always the case and people cry fat phobia at the littlest thing? I would say no. But discrimination does happen. People do discriminate based on what you look like, whether it's your physical appearance or your weight. I mean, it's there, pretty privilege and skinny privilege is a thing. But I don't but making it a protected class, I mean, yeah, you shouldn't discriminate against somebody because of their weight, absolutely, unless it prevents their ability to do a job. I mean, if you can't, like, if you're a physical laborer and you need to constantly be getting into small spaces, you're probably not going to hire somebody that's going to have difficulty fitting into those places.
To unlearn your own fat phobia. And I guarantee, if any of you spent just even 1 minute to understand the racist, sexist, classist, ableist history of the BMI, of other fat politics, you would understand why fat people need protection. So if you truly care about human rights, about protecting people from hate and bias, then you would understand why fat phobia should be illegal.
it's hard.
I understand where that woman's coming from, but it's not really, I mean, I don't know if that's something that can be made into a law. I have been lucky in the fact that I have not been discriminated against because of how I look or my sexual identity. Not well, yeah, my, I'm gay, or my physical appearance when it comes to getting jobs that I know of. Because, luckily I'm good at what I do. And my skills outweigh my unattractiveness and my fatness. So, luckily not everybody is like that, but she is right in that some people do discriminate against that. But I don't know if you could really put that into a law. because the protected statuses are things that you cannot change about yourself.
It's discrimination.
I don't really know what else to say. I'm just really tired of the negativity, and I just want more positivity. So anyways, I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
So that was it. That's the end of the video. You know, I was saying that I was tired of the negativity and I just wanted more positivity. And in return, I got...
Maybe you should start with yourself on that then also.
so much negativity that it was just like, it made my mental health really bad. And I don't remember, you know, if I shared that at the time, but it was very, very hard for me. You know, my friends around me and my girlfriend at the time, they knew, they saw. I told them. It was rough. And I still don't think what happened was warranted. And still to this day, people talk about this moment. And I still don't get it. I still don't understand it. And I don't think that I ever will. So anyways, if there are any other videos that you guys want me to watch, videos that I have filmed in the past, let me know. Especially like ones that people consider iconic or ones that are controversial even, or ones that are funny. It doesn't matter. Let me know and maybe I'll do it. So yeah, that's this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Well, this video is very long. It's an hour long. I apologize. I might be able to cut a few minutes out. But I think I said everything I need to say. Yeah, I think Amberlynn has just shown in this video that she hasn't changed her mindset or opinions on many, many things in the last 4 years. So I think, yeah, she hasn't really grown or changed in any of her opinions. Like I said at the beginning, when I was watching the Shrimpgate video to get a refresher on it, I had to keep reminding myself that it was 4 years ago and wasn't just uploaded, you know, yesterday, because everything she says in it, she has said in the last couple of weeks in other videos as far as her opinions on things. So anyway, all that being said, I hope you all have had an amazing week this past week when I haven't been uploading very much. I hope you have an amazing coming couple of weeks, because I won't be around much probably. Hopefully I'll be able to have time to do videos, but we'll see. So I hope you guys just do well, and until next time, be safe and take care.